Okay, this is Cambridge O levels, mathematics paper 2, syllabus D. Session is October November 2017. Calculators are allowed. Time is 2 hours 30 minutes for this paper. Question number 1. Sarah buys a new car. The cash price of the car is $4,500. She can pay for the car using option A or option B. So option A is pays 1 by 5 of the cash price, then 12 monthly payments of 340. And option B is pays 12% of the cash price, then 24 monthly payments of 195. Which option is cheaper and by how much? Let's calculate for option A first. She's paying 1 by 5 of the total, which was 4500, that makes it 900, and then she's paying 12 monthly installments of 340, which is 4080. Total of these is $4980. And when we talk about option B, she pays 12% of the cash price, so 12% of 4500 is 540, and then she pays 195 times 24, that is 4680, and it makes a total of 5220. So it is obvious that option A is cheaper, and the difference between them is of $240. B part. Sarah's car uses 5.2 liters of petrol for each 100 kilometers. Petrol costs $0.85. Sarah drives 240 kilometers. Calculate the cost of petrol used for this journey. Give your answer correct to nearest cent. So for 100 kilometers it is using 5.2 liters, and for 240 kilometers it should use X amount of petrol. 100x is equals to 5.2 times 240. X is equals to 5.2 times 240 by 100. So it uses 12.48 liters of petrol, and the price for 1 liter is $0.85 into 12.48, and it gets $10.608 up to nearest cent. So this is 10.61. C part. Sarah pays a total of $322 for her car insurance. This total is made up of the basic charge plus 15% sales tax. Calculate the amount of sales tax that Sarah pays. So if she is paying $322 on the basic amount, when you add 15% of sale tax, it becomes 115, which is equivalent to 322. So the basic price should be $280. So 322 minus 280 is 42. So the amount of sale tax she pays is $42. Question number 2. A company asked their employees how long they took to travel to work one day. The table summarizes the times of 120 employees, time and frequency. Then complete the cumulative frequency table below. So 0, less than 0 is 0, less than 20 is 12, less than 40 is 12 plus 28, less than 60 is 40 plus 45, less than 80 is 85 plus 22, and plus 13 is 120. On the grid, draw the smooth cumulative frequency curve to represent these results. So let's zoom out a bit. So this is 0, 20, 40, 60 already marked, and on the y-axis we have 0 against 0, then 12 with 20, then 40 against 40, 85 against 60, 107, 100, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. On 100 we have 120. Draw this smooth curve as accurate as possible. Use your curve to estimate the median time. Okay, so we have 120 as total on y-axis. The median of that would be 50% of the total, which is 60. So on 60, draw a horizontal line and it intersects at this point, and this should be 49. Interquartile range. Interquartile range is upper quartile minus lower quartile. So upper quartile is 75%. 75% of this is 90. At 90, we read this value mid of these two boxes. So this is 63. Upper quartile 63 minus lower quartile at 30. And this is 33. So we get interquartile range of 30. Calculate an estimate of mean time taken for the employees to travel to work. So for the mean time, what do we need is mid values of all these gaps. This is 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 10 into 12, 30 into 28, 10 into 12 plus 30 into 28 plus 50 into 45. What was the next value? 70, 22 and 90, 13. Divided by the total number of people, which is 120. Use your calculators. 5920 by 120, which is 148 by 3, approximately equal to 49.3 minutes. Question number 3, matrices. Those of you who are appearing in 2025 don't need to go through this question. Anaya makes t-shirts. The mattress M shows the number of t-shirts of different types she make in 1 week. Small, medium, large, men and women. Anaya sells the shirts to shop. She charges $5 for each small shirt, $6 for each medium and $8 for each large shirt. Represent this in 3 into 1 column. So 3 rows and 1 column. 5, 6 and 8. 3 into 1 matrix. Work out M into N. So this is M, this is N. I write them here for your ease. This is 10, 25, 30, 20, 40, 25. I'm expecting that you know how to multiply these matrices. So first with first, second with second, third with third, row into columns. So you get 10 into 5 is 50, 25 into 6 is 150, 30 into 8 is 240. Next row, same column, 20 into 5 is 100, 40 into 6 is 240, 25 into 8 is 200. $50, $150, $240. Use your calculators. You get 240 and sum of this line is 540. Explain what the elements in matrix P represent. So this is matrix P. Small, medium, large multiplied with their respective prices and gave you total of men and women separately. Total amount for men's shirt and women's shirts. C part. The shopkeeper sells all sizes of men t-shirts at $10 each. He sells all sizes of women t-shirts at $9.5 each. He sells all of the t-shirts. So let's work out row into column. 10 into 10 is 100 plus 9.5 into 20 is 190. First row, second column. 10 into 25 is 250 plus 9.5 into 40 is 380. Row into column. 10 into 30 is 300 plus 9.5 into 25 is 237.5. So 290, 630 and 537.5. So this is small, medium and large. 290, 630, 537.5. Work out the percentage profit the shopkeeper makes when he sells all of the t-shirts. So let's add these three. 290 plus 630 plus 537.5. So he sells them for 1457.5. And our previous answer was that he bought it for 440 and 540. So 440 plus 540 is 980. He's buying them for 980 and selling it at 1457. So 1457.5 minus 980. When he sells all of them, he's getting a profit of $477.5, and converting it into percentage is profit divided by the cost price times 100 is 48.7%. Always write your final. Question number 4. A triangle A is shown on the grid. The triangle A is mapped onto triangle B by translation of 7 minus 5. Draw and label triangle B on the grid. So x7, y minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you get the first point, you know it lies 3 units down and 1 unit to right. So this is triangle B. Drawn and labeled. Triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by an enlargement of scale factor -2, and center is x minus 1, y2. So we get the center and scale factor is -2. Now what do is place a scale in these 2 points and stretch a line across. Draw the line like this. So this is 1. You count this length on the other side, 1 and 2. You get your first point. Then we join these two and extend the line on the other side. Then you see this length, count it as 1. So this is 1, this is 2. Third point, join these 2 points using a scale and extend it further on the opposite side. So note this length. This is your 1 unit. So on the other side 1 and 2. And finally we have our enlarged triangle with scale factor -2 labeled as C. B part. Triangle P is shown on the grid. This stretch, this is not in your syllabus. Just let me quickly complete this. This stretch S is represented by the matrix. Triangle P is mapped onto triangle Q by the stretch on the grid above. Draw and label Q. So we already have this matrix, which is 3 0 0 1. Just write down the coordinates of this triangle P, which is 1 1. This is 3 1. This is 2 3. X first and then Y. Now multiply these two. 3 into 1 is 3, 0 into 1 is 0, 3 times 9 and 6. Now first one is 0, second is same for this as it is 1. So you have 3 1 x3 y1, then it is 9 1. Third one is x3 y3. So this is the stretch. This paper is 2017. Stretch is no more in your syllabus. Describe fully the stretch. So basically it is a stretch with scale factor 3 and y-axis as invariant line. Question number 5, express a single fraction in its simplest form. So we take the LCM, which is x minus 2 into x plus 1, cross multiply 4 into x plus 1, don't forget about this negative sign, 5 into x minus 2, so 4x plus 4 minus 5x minus minus plus 10, don't multiply these, this is acceptable as it is. So 5 minus 1 is negative x plus 14 over x minus 2 into x plus 1. So 14 minus x over x minus 2 into x plus 1 as single fraction. Solve this. 2 into x is 2x square plus 2x is equals to 3 4 times 12 minus 3x. Rearrange. 2x square minus 3, it becomes plus 3 and 2 is 5x, minus 12 equals to 0. 2 into 12 is 24 and 3 into 8 is 24. So 2x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 12 is equals to 0. 2x x plus 4 minus 3 x plus 4. 2x minus 3 into x plus 4. 2x minus 3 equals to 0. X is equals to 3 by 2. X plus 4 equals to 0. X is equals to minus 4. So 3 by 2 and minus 4. C part. Anil and Yasmin buy pens and notebooks from the same shop. Anil buys 3 pens and 2 notebooks for 4.8. Yasmin buys 5 pens and 4 notebooks for 9. Form a pair of simultaneous equations to represent this information. Let me use P for pens. So 3 pen plus 2 notebook is 4.80 and 5 pen plus 4 notebooks is 9.00. Solve the simultaneous equations to find the cost of the pen and the cost of a notebook. So I'm directly multiplying it 2 with 2 for this first equation to get 4n as same. So 2 3 times is 6p plus 4n and 4.8 into 2 is 9.6. Copy the second line, 9.00. Now we subtract these. This is plus minus plus minus plus and minus. Left with p and eliminates, and this is 0.6. So one pen costs 0.6. Now let me use the first equation. 3p plus 2n is equals to 4.80. Pen costed 0.6 and we can simplify for n. So 2n is equals to 6 into 3 is 18. 4.8 minus 1.8. 2n is equals to 3, n is equals to 1.5. So a pen costed $0.6 and a notebook costed $1.5. Question number 6. X is such that x is an integer and 10 is less than equal to x is less than 20. A is a set, x is odd numbers. So from 10 to 20, if we just write 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, these are our odd numbers. Multiples of 5 from 10 to 20 is 10, 15 and 20. It is always easy if you list the elements. Now find n A intersection B. Intersection of these two sets is only 15. N means number, so it is one intersection only. Answer is 1. A complement union B. A complement would mean all the even numbers. So I'm writing E complement and union of B. Even numbers 10 and 20 is already there, only 50, addition of 15. So 10, 12, 14, next should be 16 even number, but 15 because of the union, 18 and 20. So 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18 and 20, all the elements separated with commas and enclosed in curly brackets. A number R is chosen at random from the universal set. Find the probability that R belongs to A union B. So this is A, this is B. If you just combine these two sets, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the numbers. So it is 7 numbers out of a total of 11 numbers. The probability is 7 out of 11. It would belong to A union B. Question 6, B part. In a survey, 40 people were asked what they had read that day. A total of 10 people had read a book. A total of 24 people had read a newspaper. 14 people had read neither a book nor a newspaper. By drawing a Venn diagram or otherwise, find the number of people who had read both book and newspaper. So we are talking about book and newspaper, only two options. So two circles enclosed in a universal complete set box. Total of 10 people had read a book. So this is book. This complete circle would mean it is 10. And a total of 24 read newspaper. This complete circle consists of 24. 14 didn't do anything, so 14 lies here. If both of these, let me say the overlap is of x. So now this section remains 10 minus x and this section remains 24 minus x. Now we can remove these two numbers and say that this is 40 as given. Now when you have to find it, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4 sections in total. So 10 minus x plus x second section plus third section is 24 minus x plus the fourth section is 14 and the total is 40. Negative positive goes away. This is 24 and 10, 34 and 14, 48. So 48 minus x equals 40. 48 minus 40 is equals to x. X is equals to 8. So there are 8 people who read both book and newspaper. 2 of the 10 peoples who had read a book are selected at random. Work out the probability that they had both read a book and a newspaper. So 2 people, let me just draw the summary. 10 minus 8 is 2. This is 8. 24 minus 8 is 16. We had these 14 people and this is 40. So now 2 people are chosen out of these 10 people. So out of these 10 people who have also read the newspaper, so we are selecting people from this section. So first selection is 8 by 10 and second selection is 1 reduces and the total also reduces. So 28 by 45 is the probability. Section B, first it had more questions and one option. Now that pattern is being changed. Answer 4 questions in this section. I'll be solving all 5 for this video. Question number 7. The variable x and y are connected by the equation. Equation is given 3 plus x minus x square by 2. Some corresponding values of x and y are given in the table. Complete the table. So plug in minus 3 in this x. Use your calculators and you get minus 4.5. Plug in 5 in this calculator and you again get 4.5. Using a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit, draw the horizontal axis from minus 3 to 5. So 2 centimeters is 1 unit. So, and we started from minus 3. So this should be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. So my 0 lies here. I can draw my y-axis on this location of the page. Second says using a scale of 1 centimeter to 1 unit from minus 5 to 5. So 1 centimeter is 1 unit. So minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. So I get my x-axis. After you draw these, label them neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I just switched them. It was 1 centimeters on y-axis. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5. And 2 centimeters represented 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 centimeter represented 1 unit on x-axis. Minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. So let's now go for the plotting. Minus 3 minus 4.5 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 and 1.5, 0 and 3, 1 and 3.5, 2 and 3, 3 and 1.5, 4 and minus 1, 5 and minus 4.5. And now we draw the sketch, the curve. There you go. By drawing tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at x3, y 1.5. So you have this. This is x3, y is 1.5. At this point, place your scale in such a way that it just touches this 1 point. Please allow me a rough line. And then choose 2 points from your line and find the gradient. Let's say I choose this. Let me extend this line a little more and this a little more. And make few corrections. Okay, so x1 and 5.2, and let me choose this x5 and y minus 1.6, 1 and 5.2, and 5 and negative 1.6. Use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and your gradient is approximately negative 1.7. Part 4. The point of intersection of the graph, this is the main graph, and the line y is equal to k are the solution of this given equation. So if the intersection of these two is the solution, let us equate them first. So 3 plus x minus x square over 2 is equals to k. Now we have to try to convert this equation in this given form. So as we can see, this is x square, this is x square by 2. Multiply the whole equation with 2 to get 6 plus 2x minus x square is equals to 2k. So most of it is now converted. If I add 4 on both sides, I should get 10 plus 2x minus x square is equals to 2k plus 4. And basically when this whole is equals to 0, I can substitute this whole as 0 equals 2k plus 4. Solving for k, I get the constant which is minus 2. By drawing the line y is equals to k, now y is equals to minus 2 on the graph, find the solution. So this is y is equals to minus 2. Just use your scale and pencil to draw the line of y is equals to minus 2. It intersects at 4.6 and minus 2.8 in my case. Minus 2.8 and 4.6. Be careful, wherever it intersects on your graph, just copy those values. This is a sketch of graph y is equals to pa par x, where a is greater than 0, positive. Write down the value of p. So it is given x0 and y4. So in place of y, this is 4 is equals to p a raised to power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. P is equals to 4. Find the value of a. Again copy the equation and use this second given coordinate. Y is 36, P is 4, A is unknown, and X is 2. So 36 by 4 is 9 equals A square. Square root on both sides is plus minus 3, and it is given that A is positive, so only plus 3. The graph passes through the point 4 comma q. Find the value of q. The equation was y equals p a raised to power x. Y equals p a power x. P is 4, a is 3. So 4, 3 power x. X is 4, y is q. 4 into 4, 3 raised to power 4. Use your calculator and you get 324. Question number 8. The diagram shows two circles, each with center O. First circle and second circle A, B, C, D are points. A, B, C, D are points on the circumference of larger circle. E, F, G are points on circumference of smaller circle. C, G, D and CFB are tangents to the smaller circle. So having said that these are tangents, we might need it at later stage, but we know that tangent and radius always are perpendicular to each other. Lines AEOC and FG intersect at 90 degrees. So this is also given. Find each of the angle as simple as possible in terms of y and give your reasons. Okay. So G EO. This is G, this is E, this is O. This is Y, this is half of it. Angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. So Y by 2, and reason is angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. This is the allowed symbol to use for the word circumference. Next is GCX. This is G, this is C, this is X. So we know these two angles. Take away these two angles from 180 and you're left with this. So it is 180 minus 90 minus Y. So we are left with 90 minus Y, and simply angle sum of triangle. Third is DAB. This is D, this is A, this is B. So this complete angle. So let's see what do we have here. Now let me use this complete triangle. The angle right here is 90 degrees. As you see, this is a straight line. Or let me make it simple. This is the diameter. This is angle on the diameter. So that is 90. We just proved this angle is 90 minus Y. So take away these two angles and we get this again as Y. And this complete should be 2Y. So 2Y. First reason ADC is equals to 90. Then angle on diameter is the reason for this. And DAC, then angle sum of triangle. You get Y and then you doubled it on the other side. Complete the sentence. The triangle EGC is congruent to EGC. This is E, this is G, and this is C. So it is congruent to EFC on the other side. Prove that triangle ADC is similar to triangle OGC. ADC similar to OGC. So ADC and OGC. Let me solve it here so I don't have to move it up and down again and again. So for ADC, we see that on this side, ADC is equal to OGC is equals to 90 degrees, both of these two angles. Then DAC is equal to GOC is equal to Y, these two angles. In the previous syllabus, 2A were enough. In the new syllabus, you have to show for all three angles. So third one is ACD is equals to OCG, which is equal to 90 minus Y. And now you can state that by AAA. In the previous syllabus, it was AA. Now by AAA, they are similar. What special name is given to quadrilateral AOGD? Let's have a look. This is A, this is O, this is G, this is D. So it is four-sided and these two sides are parallel as these are perpendicular to DG. So it is a trapezium. Find the ratio of area of OGC and ADC. OGC and ADC. So this is radius of larger and this is radius of larger on the other side. So this is 1:1 or 1:2 for the full length. And in case of areas, we always take a square. So it is 1:4. The area of OGC, we already have it right here as 1, and quadrilateral ABCD. So this is A, B, C, D. One side of this triangle is 1:4. So complete should be 8. Double of that. So this is 1:8. Question number 9. The ventilation shaft for a tunnel is in the shape of cylinder. The cylinder has radius 0.4 meters and length 15 meter. Calculate the volume. So volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Radius is 0.4 and length is 15. Use of calculator 7.539, 7.5. Question 9b part. The diagram shows the cross section of the tunnel. The cross section of the tunnel is a major segment of circle center O. The radius is 4.5 and angle is 110. Calculate the area of the cross section of the tunnel. So this part right here is a triangle which is 1/2 into A into B into sine 110 plus theta. This is 250. 360 minus 110 is 250. That is theta over 360 into pi r square. Then 9.514 plus 44.178 approximately equal to 53.69 to 53.7 meters square. C part. The length of the tunnel is 1750 meters. A car drives through the tunnel at an average speed of 45 kilometers per hour. Work out the time the car takes to travel through the tunnel. So distance is equals to velocity into time. Distance is 1750. Converting it into kilometers. The speed is 45 kilometers per hour. So the time is 7/180. Divide 45 on the other side. And 7/180 times 60 hours into 60, you get 2.33 minutes. Subtract this 2 in your calculator and 0.33 into 60 again would give you the remaining seconds, and it is 2 minutes and to nearest 20 seconds. The diagram shows the position of the tunnel entrance T and the two road junctions P and Q on the ground. Q is due north of P and QT is on a bearing of 62 from P. PT is 450 and QT is 720. Calculate the bearing of T from Q. Bearing of T from Q should be this angle. So I'm first going to find this unknown angle using sine rule. So sine Q over 450 is equals to sine 62 over 720. So Q is equals to cross multiply this. This is 450 times sine 62 divided by 720 and sine inverse on the other side. This is 33.5 degrees. So 33.5. Finding the angle above this point is 180 minus 33.5 is 146.5. So the bearing of T from Q is 146.5 degrees. Question number 10. A rectangular picture ABCD is placed inside a rectangular frame. The length AB of the picture is 3 times its height. So if this is x, the length is 3x. The width of the frame is 2 centimeters. The total area of the picture is 476. Form an equation in x and show that it simplifies to this. So for the total area, this is 3x already plus 2 plus 2. So 3x plus 4. This is x already plus 2 plus 2 is x plus 4. So the total area should be 3x plus 4 into x plus 4 is equals to 476. Simplifying the equation, 3x square plus 3 4 times is 12x plus 4 into x is 4x plus 16 is equals to 476. 3x square, 12 and 4 is 16x. 16 minus 476 is 460. Solve the equation. So straight away use your calculators. Minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. A is 3, B is 16, C is minus 460. So minus B plus minus square root B square minus 4, A minus 460, 4AC over 2A. You get 10 and 46 by 3, which is 10 and minus 15.3. C part, find the height and length of the frame. So we had x plus 4 and we had 3x plus 4. Value of x would be 10 because the other value is negative. So 3 into 10 plus 4, 30 plus 4 is 34. So height is 14 and the length is 34. The frame is made from wood. The wood is 5 millimeters thick. The mass of 1 cm cube of wood is 0.7 grams. Calculate the mass of the wood used in the frame. So area of frame is 14 into 34 minus the inner area, that is 10 into 30. So 476 minus 300, area is 176. So volume is cross-sectional area into height. Cross-sectional area is 176, height is 5 millimeters. So converting it into centimeters, volume is 88 centimeter cube. And for 1 cm cube, mass is 0.7. So 88 into 0.7, mass of the wood would be 61.6 grams. Question number 11. A vertical mast XY is positioned on horizontal ground. The mast is supported by 4 cables attached to the mast P to the ground at point A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. Y is the center of square A, B, C, D. PY is 7.5. So PY, this complete length, we have it as 7.5 meters. Given that AB is 3.65 meters, so it is a square, and AY is 2.58. Show that AY is 2.58 correct to 3 significant figures. So this is 3.65, this is 3.65 if we apply Pythagoras theorem and then divide it by 2. So AC squared is 3.65 square plus 3.65 square. AC equals square root of 3.65 square plus 3.65 square, and AC is approximately equal to 5.16. AY is half of AC, so half of 5.16 is 2.58. Calculate the length of one of the cables used to support the mast. So we have AY, we have 7.5 and AP. Applying Pythagoras theorem on AP is 2.58 square plus 7.5 squared. So AP is equals to square root 2.58 square plus 7.5 square, and you're left with 7.931 approximately length of one cable. Calculate APC, angle APB. So this is A, this is P, this is B. I'm extracting this triangle APB. 3.65 already known, 7.93 just in the last part, and this angle, use cos rule. So cos of APB is 3.65 square minus 7.93 squared minus 7.93 squared divided by -2 into 7.93 into 7.93, and APB is cos inverse of 0.894, leaving an angle of 26.6 degrees up to 1 decimal place. The angle of elevation of x from A is 77. Now this is x, this is A, this is y. I'm extracting this triangle AXY. A, X and Y. So what's given is the angle of elevation of x from A is 77, already known. Calculate the height XY of the mass, and we already have AY as 2.58. So calculating the height, tan of 77 is perpendicular over base. Multiply these two. XY is equals to 11.175, approximately equal to 11.2. Calculate the angle of elevation of x from the midpoint of AB. So midpoint of AB is this point. Angle of elevation of x, we need this length, which is half of 3.65. So 3.65 divided by 2 is 1.825. And 1.825, this is y, this is x. Elevation, angle of elevation from this point, height is already 11.2. So tan of, let me call it E, is perpendicular over base. So E is equals to tan inverse 11.2 by 1.825, that is 80.7 degrees. 80.7 degrees. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Take care.